Okay, welcome back to my channel. So I want to do a reading today, and I just feel called to it. I feel like there's energy changing, things are shifting. I just want to pick up on the energy of what's changing, what's shifting. For the month of June, we are getting near the end of the month of May, and I feel like it's time to do a little bit of a message for how June is kind of going to play out, and just kind of pick up on the energy of the collective energy of people who connect with this energy. I did have some dreams last night of being like in a car. It was kind of like an older car. The seats were a little bit more softer and comfortable than, you know, your normal updated seats nowadays. I also had like this feeling of like, I had took the trash out this morning. I had this like little deja vu moment where like, oh, something is changing, something is shifting. My dreams are syncing up with my life recently, so I really feel like things are getting ready to change in a way. For sometimes it's not necessarily a positive change, sometimes it's a negative change, but I just feel like there's some kind of change happening, and I just want to get a little bit more into depth with it. I also keep seeing like a new apartment, like a new foundation. The way like the house structure is a lot different than like your current situation, so I just feel like there's environmental changes, personal changes around you, the individual, and this is more of like an internal change and an outer world change for you rather than like everything else. This has nothing to do with outside energy. This is all inside energy. So let's get into this message. I'm going to go ahead and do my Wild Reflections Tarot. I got this off of Amazon. I'm going to put the link in the bio. I just really like this deck. It's my newest deck. And it's so freaking shiny on the outside. So I love it. And this deck has been, I've been feeling very drawn and connected with this deck, so I'm shuffling it. Some cards are trying to come out, but I'm really trying to shuffle before we get into it. But since I picked the Wild Reflections Tarot, I feel like this energy, this is a collective of people who may like who do things differently, who stick out in a different way than maybe the people around them. Let me pull my chair closer so I'm not like hanging off the edge. That's just crazy. So I feel like the people for this energy, you've got a wild spirit. You've got a spirit that just, you like to not have people in control of your life. You like to, you have an adventurous soul. You don't want to be held down, tied down type of energy. You don't want to be just stuck in one place. You like to be out and about and really like to go with the flow of things. So far we have the Empress, and this does not have to mean you're pregnant, okay? This is just kind of like Empress energy. It does have that mother energy, and usually it's like rebirthing something new, planting seeds. And we also have the Tower. So I feel like there's definitely a new beginning. Like you've planted a seed, and that new beginning is slowly opening its doors. We have the Star at the bottom. So, a very, very soft energy, like I said. Somebody who like almost has like an angelic energy. We have the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have some major arcana cards for today's energy. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through these cards individually. So we're going to pull out the book and we're going to read what these cards represent, because they always represent something different, no matter what card you get. So we have the Empress. Divine feminine, sensuality, fertility, nurturing, creativity, beauty, abundance, nature. The Empress shows us how deeply we are embedded is our femininity. Femininity can be associated with fertility, expression, creativity, nurturing, among many other aspects. Nurturing, supportive, lover, sensual, committed relationships, nurturing colleagues, freshening up, office, creative period at work, material comfort, giving, sharing, maternal wealth, generosity. The Empress card also means the birth of a new idea, business, or project in your life. Owing to the good fortune that surrounds this card, can be sure that such situations and projects would end successfully in your life. So this is all about things restarting. Fifi, we're not playing with that, okay? Please stop. So the Empress is all about like things starting, creative energy, birthing something new. New energy. Careful, bud. Okay, so the Tower. The Tower. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. The old ways are no longer useful, and you must first find another set of beliefs, values, process to take the place. I keep feeling this energy of like literally the old ways are not working anymore, and it is time for change. So I definitely feel that in my soul. Breakup, weak relationship ending, foundational shift in the view of love, sudden job loss, workplace disruption, workplace chaos, financial loss, wake-up call, regaining. The meaning of these changes foreshadowed by this card will entail the comprehension of the truth, which will enable you to free yourself from false construction in your life, determined to your true values. This definitely feels like something new is happening, but you can't continue in the way things used to continue. You can't continue how things have always carried yourself through the world. You have to carry on in a new way, because you can't continue living life how you once lived it. So I don't know if you've maybe learned like, hey, I have to genuinely, things genuinely have to change because they cannot stay the same way. That's just how it is. I also wanted to throw out there upheaval, revelation for the Tower, for the Hierophant, tradition, unity, teaching, and then the Empress, creativity, nurturing abundance. Every time Hierophant comes out, it's always about like traditions. Things just don't go the way they usually go. Things are always different, and that's how it's supposed to be. I always pick up on energy of people who resonate with my energy, where they just don't do things in a traditional way. And I feel that in my soul, because I don't do things the traditional way. Like, I do things the way I want to do things. I'm not following how things have always been. I'm doing things in a whole different way. I'm changing the structure of how life is. Like, I'm just not going to continue to live life the way the way everybody else wants me to, or like the way everything's always been done. It's just not happening like that. So the Knight of Pentacles, practical, reliable, efficient, stoic, slow and steady, hardworking, committed, patient, conservative. The Knight of Pentacles represents hardworking, methodological approach and routine. If the asker is currently midway through a project, this card is a reminder to remain consistent and committed to their goals. Loyal but stubborn, lover, steady, secure relationship, focus and drive, slow and steady, work hard. Slow and steady financial growth, conservation, frugality. Slow but steady progress will lead you to success. Your duality and hard work will be well paid. A true friend may come to your rescue, or perhaps you yourself will somehow do a favor. This reminds me, this card energy, it reminds me of somebody who just like it was saying, like somebody who takes their time with things, somebody who is slowly trying to build their life and build structure the way that they want to build it, but somebody who does it in a way that is not how maybe everybody else wants you to do it. And also, I haven't even read the Hierophant, but altogether this energy feels like something new is happening, but this is something that's happening within yourself, within your energy, within your life, and you're getting ready to see that outer change is getting ready to shift. And it's getting ready to shift in a way where you're always gonna have this energy of like, people want you to do things the traditional way. People want things to be done a certain way, and they don't want anything to be done outside of that. But you are not like that. You literally do your energy based off of like how you are. You don't follow the crowd. You don't follow what everybody else is doing. You don't follow the latest trends. You do things in a way where it's like, I'm slow, I do things steady. I don't like to do things the way that my parents have done things, generations before me have done things, because times change and I cannot continue to move in this path. So like I said, this is genuine internal change, and you're gonna notice things start to change in the outer world, but it's gonna be slow progress, slow changes. You're gonna notice like you planted these seeds and they slowly grow. It's like things are growing behind the scenes, and eventually it comes in the outward that it is changing. So let's go ahead and read what the Hierophant is. Tradition, social groups, conventionally, conformity, education, knowledge, belief. To see the Hierophant in a reading is a spiritual search for meaning. Focus on improving moral qualities. Perhaps the path of a wise teacher or an official teacher will come help you in your spiritual search. Save traditional partners, avoiding taboo, spiritual love. Success in work groups, education, teamwork, mentor. Keep your money safe, traditional financial institutions. The Hierophant card suggests that it is better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in certain ceremonies, rituals, or other religions, trapping, for instance. So like, in general, that's what I was picking up. It's that energy of people who just literally don't follow the norm. Let's pull from my cosmic energy, and I also got this one off of Amazon. I can also put this one in the link below. I love how this is the card at the bottom. It's rebirth. Everything end is a new beginning. Like everything is ending in a new way. This is why like the old way cannot stay around. That's what I was feeling. So we have hope. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. You have hope as to where you are moving in your life. You have so much hope. I feel this because maybe people try to tell you to do things and you're like, yeah. And maybe you've also gotten stronger on your boundaries and the way or stronger on your beliefs in life, and you're just like, nah, I'm doing things my way. We're not doing things the traditional way. I was zoning out there for a moment, but I was also still talking. But I feel like No. Get from under there. No, bud. No, no, no. So like I said, I genuinely feel like this is just like you have genuine hope in how your life is gonna play out. Even if maybe people want you to do things a certain way, you set these boundaries like, yeah, no, this is just not happening, or thank you for your opinion, but I am a changed person. I don't do things the way I used to do things. That's another thing about this reading. It also feels like you have literally changed the way you think, you believe. You've just changed how you see life. You don't continue to go down the path or do life the way you used to. Like, you literally live life based on how you now see it, because there has been things in your past that have changed how you feel about life, how you see life, and certain things from your past has changed the perspective on how you choose to continue to embody yourself, life, everything. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. You create prosperity by like having a balance in your life. You choose prosperity by, okay, this is just how I'm gonna live my life, this is how y'all can live your life, but I have prosperity based on my life because I have hope, I have patience, I do things the way I do. And maybe there will, based on all the card readings and stuff, maybe somebody will come into your life soon and give you this energy of like, this person's going to give you a little bit of advice, or there's just going to be something that this person says that sticks with you moving forward from here on out. I feel like June and moving forward from when you see this message, it doesn't have to be June specifically, but when you see this message, it's going to be like, this energy, it's an inspiration. Inspiration is ever capture your ideas. This energy, the way you're moving, it's in a more logical way than things have been in the past. Like, maybe some people think you should move a certain way, but you're moving exactly in the way you're supposed to. And that's what I feel within myself. I genuinely feel like that's how things are going to move. And then last one, we have communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. So having good communication with people, speaking up, using your boundaries, using that throat chakra energy, knowing that you have to communicate a certain way in order for your life to really move in a certain way. Okay, we are going to pull one oracle card, and we're going to do it from the Little Witch's Oracle deck because this is my newest oracle deck. And we are going to pull one final message, and this is going to give us the overall vibe for the message. So let's get an overall message for this vibe based on this collective's energy, and always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I apologize for the children crying. My son was trying to get under the bed, and he was not supposed to be doing that. So I pulled him back a little bit so he would not get under there and get hurt. Okay. We have the leader and the Joker. This is crazy. Okay, we have the leader and the Joker. Based on the leader energy, I was getting ready to say, like, the leader definitely goes with this energy, because this is giving off leader energy. And then we have the Joker energy, and this kind of gives off, like, people kind of maybe are giving off that energy of they're like, oh, you're joking, right? You're not. Do you really know like how to do this? Like it could feel like maybe there are some people who aren't taking you so serious when it comes to everything. Okay, so the leader and Joker are right back to back. So the leader, authority, responsibility, bravery. That's the Joker. The leader, my bad. The leader is someone with the authority and power to make important decisions or influence others. A confident leader can have a great or terrible effect on the world. If they lead by thinking about what's good for others, not just themselves, they can change the world in wonderful ways. This card points to a person in your life, either yourself or someone else, who has been called to be a guide for others. How do they wield their power? Do they inspire or frighten others? When in doubt, the best way to start leading is by example. If you would like to inspire others to act a certain way, be sure to model that behavior yourself. Everyone has the capacity to be the leader. We will have personal power we can wield to lead and help inspire others. While a good leader first leads by example, this is not always enough. The leader must always put their wisdom and experience to use by making tough decisions that will be best for those who look up to them. The leader is not afraid of conflict. The greatest hero of history were often leaders who were brave enough to disagree with the status quo and stand up for what they believed in. Like I said, based on this energy, this definitely goes with the energy. This is definitely this energy based on the people who resonate with this, because you are supposed to go based on how you feel, not based on what everybody else's feels, because you're supposed to be a prime example of like, okay, well, it's best if I do things this way because it might work out a lot better this way than doing things maybe somebody else's way. So we have the Joker. Humor, the belly laugh, the entertainment. The Joker gives us laughter, that essential feel-good release that helps us bond with one another. No matter who we are, everyone needs a good chuckle now and then. The classic expression, laughter is the best medicine, has a lot of truth to it. The Joker helps bring us back to our bodies so we can rejoice and enjoy ourselves. The Joker is a reminder to laugh and have fun. Perhaps you are taking life too seriously right now, or maybe you know someone else who is. Can you provide some lighthearted entertainment for yourself or someone else? Within doubt, start by trying not to take yourself too seriously. The best Jokers are funny because they are truthful, comfortable with themselves, and are able to look on the lighter side of life. Sometimes the Joker talks about difficult or uncomfortable things, but because they approach these topics with humor, it's easier for us to think about them, while laughter is always important. Be wary of the Joker who makes mean jokes at someone else's expense. I feel like this is also the energy of somebody who, like, they know how to take life seriously, but they also know how to be fun and playful, and you know how to have a balance of both. So moving forward with all of this energy, all of this information I have given you, I hope this resonates with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.